Guys, what is up? I've got about 10-15 minutes before our 5-month-old wake up and starts screaming his face off. So this is going to be a quick review for Four Seasons Tokyo Otemachi, which I stayed at on this recent visit after Aman Tokyo. If you wanted to see my Aman Tokyo review, I've posted a link below. Aman Tokyo versus Four Seasons Otemachi. It's one of the questions I get asked all the time. Which one do I like more and which one do I suggest? We can get into that a bit in this video. Four Seasons Otemachi occupies 6 floors, I believe. The top 6 floors in one of the new buildings in Otemachi area, and it's positioned with unobstructed view of the Imperial Palace and of course Mount Fuji on a clear day. If you go in January through March on a clear day where it's kind of cold and crisp, you can clearly see Mount Fuji. What makes them unique is that they have a terrace, an outdoor terrace, which you don't really get in Tokyo. I think the only property that might have something that resembles that is the Andaz. It's great for breakfast, afternoon drinks, sunset, watching Mount Fuji. So I think that's a huge draw to stay at Four Seasons Otemachi. Now, one downside about the hotel is that it feels a bit crowded. When you walk into the lobby, it immediately feels a bit narrow. There's like a hallway with water features, which looks amazing, but it feels a bit tight. In the mornings, it can feel a bit crowded at breakfast. That's a complaint of mine, but the rooms have great views. I stayed in the panoramic suite. It's a suite that I personally really like because it's a corner suite. I get view of the city and also Mount Fuji and the Imperial Palace. It's one of my favorites for my clients as well. A lot of my clients who need 2 bedrooms, they book the panoramic suite connecting to another room, and it's a great setup for families. Aman Tokyo doesn't have connecting rooms, so if you're a family with little ones and you have to have connecting rooms, then that's a no-brainer. You have to stay at Four Seasons Otemachi. Let's talk about service. I stayed at Four Seasons Otemachi towards the end of my trip, and people were starting to flock into Tokyo, so the place was packed. I believe the hotel was at 90% occupancy when I stayed. I definitely felt the volume of people, and I was expecting service to be kind of a mixed bag, so to speak. Overall, it was very good. I think concierge was actually fantastic. I think the concierge at Four Seasons Otemachi has been one of the best in all of Japan. Same with Four Seasons Kyoto. I think the Four Seasons concierge service was always great, better than what I've encountered at even the Aman when it comes to concierge service. That is a big plus for them. Speaking of service, if you guys follow me, you might know that I talk about my relationships with hotel management and the general managers. Typically, I reach out to them, I text them and say, hey, my clients are coming, please look after them, so and so, whatnot. That's all standard practice, but what's not normal is that every time I email the Four Seasons Otemachi team, and I don't copy Andrew, who is the general manager and the regional vice president, he oversees the entire portfolio of Four Seasons in Japan. He's the first to respond to me, often within 30 minutes. I don't know how this guy's doing this. I've booked many clients to Four Seasons Otemachi, and every time I send an email to the general team for my clients to help them with whatever it is, Andrew is always the first person to reply. And of course, the team follows suit, and everything is just done perfectly for my clients. I have to say, that is something rare in the industry. I've only encountered a few GMs who are as hands-on as Andrew is. And to be fair, I don't know if Andrew does this for everyone. I don't know how it's sustainable to do this. Please take my feedback with a grain of salt, because I don't know if that's going to be applicable for everyone who's booking and even every advisor. I am a top 30 Four Seasons advisor globally. I gotta think that helps a little bit. That being said, in my mind, for my clients, Andrew is one of the best GMs, and I can't thank Andrew and the team enough as to how they look after my clients. Food and beverages. I thought the F&B outlets were fine. There's an Italian steakhouse, pizza. I think there's a 1 Michelin star French restaurant as well, and a cool bar. I mean, pretty standard stuff. When I'm in Tokyo, I typically don't eat at the hotel that much, so I really don't have much to share. I had lunch with Andrew at the Italian restaurant. The pizza was quite good. The French restaurant is 1 Michelin star, so if you're into fine dining, I guess that's a good option for you. In terms of food and beverage, I think my only complaint is that I thought the breakfast was a bit of a letdown. There's nothing wrong with the breakfast per se. It just didn't feel like anything special about it. It felt like just going to a normal, I don't know, average restaurant and getting some pastries and hot dishes, whatever, it's fine. I also wonder if it's just because how crowded it felt at breakfast for me, if that kind of hindered my experiences and my judgment. I think that's the only knock for me in terms of food and beverages. Now, the pool, I do love the pool. The entire pool is surrounded by stainless steel. The floor, the walls, actually the walls between both ends are mirrors. So if you're swimming in the pool, you actually have to be careful, because if you don't know that you're looking at a mirror, it really will freak you out and you'll keep swimming and then hitting your head on the side of the wall by accident. But the pool is super cool. At nighttime, you can look straight out and see a lit up sky tree in Tokyo. You're perched on top of the entire city. be. I really enjoy my time at the pool. Also, the spa is pretty fantastic. So yeah, that's kind of about it. I really like Four Seasons Otemachi. My favorite two in Tokyo right now is Aman Tokyo, which took me a while to like, and Four Seasons Otemachi. And for my clients, it really just depends on what your needs are and what your tastes are. For some people, it's Aman. For some people, it's the Four Seasons Otemachi. Again, just depends. But I think this is a Four Seasons that I really like, and the management and the team, chef's kisses. I think I'm also very impressed by the team because the entire stretch I've been sending clients to Four Seasons Otemachi has been the busiest time in Tokyo history for hotels. And every time the clients come away happy, everything they needed to be done, they were executed. What else could I ask for? And for those who are not familiar with Four Seasons in Tokyo, there's actually two Four Seasons. The other one is in Ginza. That one, I'm not a fan. I've never stayed there, but I can just tell it's not my cup of tea. Make sure that if you're booking Four Seasons in Tokyo, at least per my recommendation, it's the Four Seasons Tokyo Otemachi. That's the one you should go for, and I think it's a standout in the group, which also makes me very excited for Four Seasons Osaka. I would not go to Osaka until Four Seasons is built because of the St. Regis, the Ritz-Carlton, and the Conrad are all dated and just it doesn't do it for me. So I'm gonna wait for Four Seasons Osaka to open, and then I'm going to pay a visit and just eat my heart out in Osaka. As always, if you're booking your trip at Four Seasons, make sure you reach out to a Four Seasons preferred partner advisor like myself. You get additional amenities like breakfast, hotel credit, upgrades, things like that. But most importantly, it's the special attention you get whenever my clients go. As I've already mentioned, I reach out to Andrew and the team just to make sure that they're always well looked after. And again, being a top 30 Four Seasons advisor globally, it really does help. It's a shameless plug, but it is what it is. Okay, that being said, if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I will try to answer it. As always, thank you guys for your time. I hope to catch you on the next review. Cheers.